Right. ABC started a business by investing amounts in the ratio 849. 849. A invested in the business for a period which was 1.5 times of for which C invested. B invested for a period which was 3/4 of period for which C invested. So 1.5 in the sense 3/2 only. Right. A depends on C, B also depends on C. So I'll start with C as 4 parts because out of these two fractions, denominator LCM is 4. A will invest 1.5 times, which is 6. B will invest 3/4 of this number, which is 3. This is going to be profit sharing ratio. 4, 4, 2 times. Cancellation with 3. 2 times, 3 and then 3 times. So that is 4, 1, 3. Total how many parts? 8 parts. Total profit received was 2320. What was the total share of A, C together in the annual profit? A and C both together gets 7 parts out of 8 parts among 2320, right? So now we have a 0 in the numerator, that will be there. 7 into 2 ends with 4 and denominator ends with, forget about 0, 0 will be there as it is. 8 into which number ends with 4? Either 3 or 8. That means answer must end with either 30 or 80. Second option final. Over. Next. The respective ratio between circumference of the circle and the perimeter of the square is 11:9. If the radius of the circle is 4 centimeters less than the side of the square, what is the area of the square? So perimeter of the square is 9 parts. That means 4A is equal to 9 parts only. A is a multiple of 9. Come on. That means we were asked to calculate A square. Answer must be 9 square multiple, which is 81 multiple. Agreed? Right. So is your first option 81 multiple? If you can't verify it, wait a minute. I said A is equal to 9 parts should be a multiple of 9. Yes? P value may be either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, something like that. Agreed? That means after taking square, it has to be 9 square into P square only. If P is equal to 1, that should be 81 into 1. 81 is not there. Come on. If P is equal to 2, it has to be 4 times. 84 times 320. 1 into 4, 4. Do you have 324? If P is equal to 3, it will be 9 times. So 81 9 times in the sense that is 729 only. Do you have that range here? Options are nearby 400s only. So P value should be 2 only. 2 square in the sense 4. Answer must be 324. If you want to solve it, ratio between perimeter, circumference of the circle, 2 pi r, 2, 22 by 7 into r, and then perimeter of the square, 4 times of a, which is equal to 11 by 9. 11, 2 times, 2 into 2, 4 gets cancelled. From this, r by a is equal to 7 by 9. That means I can take it as 7 parts and then 9 parts. Difference is 2 parts. Here they said difference is equal to 4. If 2 parts is equal to 4, 1 part is equal to 2. 9 parts in the sense 18. A is equal to 18. Concluded here. Answer is square area 18 square 324. Instead of this much calculation, you can directly write it as 81 into 1 square or 2 square or 3 square. There is only one possibility. You can close it. Yes. Set A contains 4 consecutive odd numbers. Set B contains 4 consecutive even numbers. The smallest of set A is 17 more than smallest number of set B. If the sum of highest number in set A and set B is 73, what is the smallest number of set A? Okay. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 consecutive numbers. I am taking largest as A, largest in set B as B. They clearly mentioned sum of both the largest numbers is equal to 73. Difference between Least number in set A and least number in set B, which is equal to 17 only. Come on. Then highest numbers difference also must be 17. To get the largest number, you need to add 6 here. And here also you need to add 6. When you are adding same number, difference would be 17 only. So I am taking A minus B is equal to 17. Question is about set A least number. So once if you get A value from A, if you subtract 6, you will get your answer. Least number in set A, tick mark. That's what you need to know. Yes, A, you need to subtract 2 here, again 2, again 2. That means you need to subtract 6. So once after getting A value, subtract 6, that is your final answer. So how do you get largest number A here? Sum divided by 2. Sum is 90 by 2, which is 45. Subtract 6, 39, final answer. Yes. This is one way. The other way is A minus B is equal to 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am starting with least numbers as A comma B. We were given sum of largest numbers in both sets is equal to 73. To get least number in set A, from the largest number, how much you need to subtract to get the least number? 6. Even in set B also you need to subtract 6 here. That means sum 12 you need to subtract. From 73, which is sum of both the largest numbers in both sets, if it is 73, least number sum is equal to 73 minus 12, which is equal to 51. To get A value, which is sum divided by 2, 68, this is 61, which is 78 divided by 2, which is 39. Either the way is fine. The percentage of profit earned by selling an article for 378 is equal to the percentage of loss incurred if the same article is sold for 342. What would be the selling price of the article if it is sold at 20% profit? When you are selling it at 20% profit, you must sell it at 120%. Yes? 120 is a 3 multiple. Answer must be 3 multiple. Can it be first option? No. Can it be second? No. Can it be third? Yes. Fourth? No. Fifth? Come on. There is only 1 3 multiple. That's your final answer. If you want to calculate this, if profit percentage is equal to the loss percentage, you can conclude profit is equal to loss. Yes? Now, to calculate your cost price, which is sum of both the numbers divided by 2, you can do that if profit is equal to loss. If this condition is given, to calculate cost prices, you just need to go for average. Sum is equal to 720 divided by 2, 360. To get 10% profit? No, not 10%, 20% profit. Add 72. Answer 432. Yes. See this concept, if profit is equal to loss, cost price is equal to average. The similar concept we will get even in problems and ages also. In problems and ages, there was a question where it says A is as much younger than B as he is older than C. Sum of ages of B and C will be given and you will be asked to calculate A value. A is here. Age difference between AB and AC, both are equal, and A is middle person. Middle in the sense we will go with average. Here also, this is our cost price. When you sell the item at 378, there is a profit. And there will be loss if you sell the item at 342. Profit and loss both are equal. Earlier they said younger and elder. And even here also, cost price is middle number. Middle, or you can say average. Otherwise, you will have to use equation. 378 is selling price where it has profit, that is cost price plus profit. 342, in this case, 342 is selling price, you have loss. So it is cost price minus loss. Profit and loss both are equal. Hence, in place of profit, in place of loss, I'll write profit. When you add both, this gets cancelled. 2 cost price is equal to sum here, and cost price is equal to sum divided by 2. That's it. Yes? So instead of this, we'll simply remember only that way. If profit and loss both are equal, cost price is average. That's it. In a vessel, 36 liters of milk is mixed with 6 liters of water. So total how much is the quantity? 42. 14 liters of mixture is taken out and 18 liters of milk is added. So overall effect 4 liters added here. That means total sum we have 46. What is the resultant respect to ratio between quantities of milk and water? Okay. So now in this we have milk and water. When you add both milk and water in terms of ratio parts, it has to be a factor of 46. When you take first option, sum of numbers is 28, which is not a factor of 46. This cannot be your answer. Second option, sum is 25. This is not a factor. Third option, sum is 21. This is not a factor. Fourth option, sum is 23, which is factor of 46. That may be your answer. Fifth option, sum is also 23. That is also a factor. So answer is either fourth or fifth. When you observe these two, here second number is 5 parts and here it is 2 parts. If it has to be 5 parts, it should be a multiple of 5 only. So now let's see if the water quantity is 5 multiple or not. If it is 5 multiple, yes, answer would be fifth option. Agreed? Right. So initially we have 36 liters of milk and then 6 liters of water. Total 42 liters. 14 liters quantity is taken out, which is 1/3. Is it 1/3? 1/3? Yes. 1/3 of which number? 42. So if 1/3 of the total quantity is taken out, 1/3 milk goes out and then 1/3 water goes out. 1/3 of water in the sense 2 liters. Out of 6, if 2 liters goes out, remaining is 4. And then 18 liters of milk is added. So there is no change in water component. Water in final container should be 4 liters only. Is it a multiple of 5? So fifth cannot be your answer, fourth final answer. Got it? If you want to calculate milk, out of 36 liters, 1/3, which is 12 liters goes out. Remaining is 24. And then we are adding 18 liters of milk. So 4 liters of milk we have, 4 liters of water we have, 42 liters of milk. Simplified ratio 21:1, fourth option. Shiv finished typing 2/5 of the total number of pages of a book on Monday, 3/14 of total number of pages of the same book on Tuesday. The remaining 297 pages of the book he finished typing on Wednesday. What was the total number of pages in the book? Okay, right. So now I'll directly go with 770. Right. 2/5 and then 3/14. We have discussed many times. So whenever fractions are involved, we'll start with LCM of denominators. 5 and 14 LCM. So we'll start our total number of pages as 70 parts. First day 2/5 is over. 2/5, what is 1/5? 14. 2/5, 28 parts. Second day 3/14. 1/14 is 5 parts. 3/14 is 15 parts. So 15 parts and then 28 parts, both together 43 parts. If 43 parts are over, out of 70, remaining are 27 parts, which is equal to 297. Then one part is equal to 297 by 27. Total number of pages are 70. 27, 11 times into 70, 770 final. So, but directly, how can you directly take 770 as final answer? See, if 2/5 and 3/14 are over, LCM is 70. From the total, 2/5 in the sense 28 and then 15. This much sum is subtracted from the total. Yes, this is 43. If 43 is over out of 70, remaining is 27 parts out of 70 only, which is equal to 297. 297 is 11 multiple. Left hand side numerator, there is no 11 multiple. Then our total must be 11 multiple. When you go to options, there is only one 11 multiple, 770. That's our final answer. Understood? the respective ratio between the amount of money with Sia and Reena was 4:5. So when I see 4:5, I'll start with 400 and then 500 for calculation purpose. Out of money Sia had, she gave 32% as tuition fee, 25% as hostel fee, 18% she kept aside for transport expenses. So far 32 plus 18, 50. 50 plus 25, 75. 75% is over. Remaining is 25%. 25% that who has? Sia. Sia is first person. First person total value is 400. 25% of that number is 100. This is left. Correct? And now, if after all the expenses, Sia had 8,400 left with her. So that means 100 is equal to 8,400 only. Right. 100 in terms of our number, but actual number is 8,400. How much money did Reena have? Reena, second person. How much is her money? 500. In terms of our number, it is 500. 100 becomes 500. Multiplied by which number? 5. Right hand side also we have to multiply it with 5. Take 10 times and make it half. 10 times 84,000. Half of that number 42,000. Fifth option. Over. A boat can travel 9.6 kilometers downstream in 36 minutes. So without using formula, how do we calculate downstream speed? Convert into 60 minutes. Using 36, how do you get 60? Divided by 6 into 10. 36 by 6, how much is that? 6 into 10, 60. 9.6 by 6. 1.6 into 10, 16. Yes? Next. 5.5 kilometers upstream in 33 minutes. 33 minutes. Using 33, we need to get 60. How do you get that? Divided by 11 into 20. 33 divided by 11, how much is that? 3 into 20, 60. Apply the same. 5.5 divided by 11, 0.5 into 20, 10. So upstream speed is equal to 10. Ardhamainda? Come on. Right. So otherwise, time is equal to 33, distance is equal to 5.5. Forget about decimal for some time. They both are in the respective ratio 3:5, and I want it for 60 minutes. If 60 minutes is equal to 3 parts, what is 1 part? 20. 5 parts in the sense 100. And now keep the decimal, that becomes 10.0. Ardhamainda? Right. So now, what is the total time taken by the boat to travel 32 kilometers upstream and the same distance downstream? 32 kilometers traveled in downstream. How much is the time? 2 hours. Same 32 kilometers should be traveled in downstream. How much is the time? 3.2. 2 plus 3.2, 5.2. 5.2 in the sense 0.2 we can write as 1 by 5. 5, 1 by 5 hours. Second option, final answer. 5.2. I am writing 0.2 as 1 by 5. Over. The perimeter of the rectangle is 116. Breadth of the rectangle is 2 centimeters less than its breadth. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 116, 2 times of L plus B is 116. L plus B value, matladali 58. And the difference between length and breadth is equal to 2. From this, L is equal to sum divided by 2, which is 30. Breadth is equal to 28. Difference, they said 2, right? Yes. What will be the area of the largest circle drawn inside the rectangle? So, if there is a rectangle here, the largest circle that can be drawn inside the rectangle will be along with its breadth side. Along with its breadth. So, for the circle, diameter is same as breadth of the rectangle. If the diameter is equal to 28, radius of the circle becomes 14. And we were asked to calculate area, pi r square. Pi 22 by 7, radius is 14, again 14. 7 how many times? 2 times. Answer must end with 6. How many options are there? 2 options are there. Now let's write it. 44, 22 into 2, 44 into 14. Yes? Come on. Right. So 44 into 16. You know that answer is either third or fifth now. Yes? 1386 in the sense 44 approximately 30 times should be there. Come on. 14 times in the sense that will be about 500 and 600 range. 616 final answer. You can eliminate 1386 because that would be 30 times of 44. Simple calculation kadandi. Yes. Kim invested certain sum of money in scheme A which offers simple interest at the rate of 11% per annum for 3 years. How much interest we will get? 33%. She also invested 2,400 in scheme B which offers compound interest at 20% per annum for 2 years. How much is the interest obtained? 44% upon 2,400. If she received equal interest from both the schemes, interest received is the same. That means 33% of X is equal to 44% of 2,400. 11% cancellation 3 times here and then 4 times. 3, 800 times into 4, 3,200 final answer. Yes. A certain sum of money when lent at a certain rate of interest, simple interest per annum, amounts to 1,088 in 6 years and to 1,232 in 9 years. How much is money lent? Right. Money lent in the sense 1,088 has principal and 6 years interest. 12 touch is the difference? 144. 144 is interest received for how many years? 3 years, because first one is for 6 years, the other is for 9 years. Difference is 3 years. So if for 3 years, if the difference is, if the interest is 144, for 6 years it is exactly double, which is 288 rupees. 6 years interest should be subtracted from the amount which is 1,088. Then we will get 800. That itself is our principal only. That's it. First one is amount for 6 years. That it has principal as well as 6 years interest. From that we are simply subtracting 6 years interest. Over. The average of 12 positive numbers is 21. The average of first 4 numbers is 12. And that of last 4 numbers is 33. What is the average of the remaining 4 numbers? 12 numbers is divided into first 4 numbers, last 4 numbers, middle 4 numbers. Correct? Everywhere we have 4 numbers, 4 numbers, 4 numbers only. Agreed? So each stretch has 4 numbers. So you don't have to worry about converting number. So now average of 12 numbers is given as 21. Is it number missing case or number repeat case? Middle 4 numbers are missing only. If it is number missing case, which effect do we follow? Direct or reverse? Reverse. Reverse in the sense if average is more, subtract. If average is less, add. Average of first 4 numbers is 12. Which is how much less than actual average? 9. So reverse effect in the sense we have to add 9 here. Right. Next. Average of last 4 numbers is 33. Which is how much more than actual average? 12 more. Reverse effect we have to subtract 12. 30 minus 12, 18 final answer. Done. Over. If number of numbers are different in each stretch, like everywhere we have 4 numbers, 4 numbers. If they are different, so now actual way is, for first 4 numbers, average is 9 less. Reverse effect we are adding. Like that there are 4 numbers. We cannot directly add difference to the number, average here. So convert into average by 4. So I know that 4 numbers are there in first stretch and we are trying to calculate average of 4 numbers. So into 4 and by 4 both gets. So we are not directly writing that. We are not writing that into 4 and by 4. Directly we are writing plus 9 and then minus 12. Even here also. Last 4 numbers average is 12 more. Reverse effect we are subtracting 12. Like that 4 numbers are there. So overall difference is 48 less. That should be converted to average for 4 numbers. Here also 4 gets cancelled. If number of numbers in each stretch are different, yes, you have to completely write that. Ardhamainda? Same unnai kabatti direct ga manam 21 plus 9 minus 12 chesestunam. Clear? Over. Prema travelled some distance at a speed of 38 km per hour in 3 hours. She travelled the last 156 kilometers at some speed. If her average speed for the whole journey is 15 meter per second, what is the speed at which she travelled the last 156 kilometers? 15 meter per second. First let me convert into kilometer per hour, because every other speed is mentioned in kilometer per hour. 18 by 5. 5 3 times, which is equal to 54 kilometer per hour. Yes, I would like to calculate what is the total time for the entire journey. First stretch, they spent 3 hours with a speed 38 kilometer per hour. Distance covered is 38 into 3 only. How much is that? 114. Next stretch is 156 kilometers. This is the total distance covered. And with what speed? Average speed 54. Now if you divide total distance with total average speed, then you will get total time taken. Yes? How much is numerator? 270. By 54 in the sense how many hours? Come on. 5 hours. 5 hours is the total time for us. But out of these 5 hours, in first stage, how many hours already over? That means how much more time we have? 2 hours. In those 2 hours, Prema traveled 156 kilometers only. Then speed she maintained to cover 156 kilometers is equal to 156 divided by 2. Answer 78 kilometer per hour. Followed? A can finish a piece of work in 24 days. B is 20% less efficient than A. B started working alone and after few days A replaced him. If A could finish the remaining work in 8 days, for how many days B worked? Right, okay. So now A can complete the work in how many days? Let me calculate time taken by B to complete the total work. It is mentioned that B's efficiency is 20% less than A efficiency. That means if A efficiency is 100%, B efficiency becomes 80% only. Efficiencies are in the ratio. Then time must be in the ratio. 4:5. Time taken by A is 4 parts and B takes 5 parts. A can complete the total work in 24 days, which is equal to 4 parts. 1 part, then 5 parts. So B can complete the total work in 30 days. But the question is, B started the work for some number of days. After that, A replaced B. B finished the remaining work in how many days? 8 days, correct. B can complete the total work in how many days? A can complete the total work in 24 days. But A worked for, that means what is the fractional part of the work done by A? 1/3. How much is remaining? Who completed 2/3? B can complete total work in 30 days. To complete 2/3, B takes 20 days only. That is your final answer. This is one way. The other way is, efficiencies are in the ratio. A and B, efficiencies are in the ratio 5:4. That means 5 parts and then 4 parts only. A can complete the total work in how many days? 24 days. He already worked for 8 days. So that means A still need to work for how many more days? 16 days. That means leftover work is equal to 16 days work of A, where A can do 5 parts. So this much work is left and B should complete this with 4 parts. 4 times 4 into 5, 20 days. B worked for 20 days. Have you understood? Mona is younger than Neeru by 11 years. 3 years ago, Neeru's age was twice of Mona's age at that time. 3 years back, Neeru's age compared with respect to Mona, how many times they said? Twice. That means 2:1 only. 2 parts and then 1 part. What is difference in terms of number of parts? 1 part. First line, what is the age difference between both the persons? Any time age difference between two members must be same only. 3 years back also it has to be 11 years. Am I right? Difference in terms of parts, 1 part, which must be equal to, that means 2 parts is equal to 22. 1 part, 11. Then present ages in the sense, we need to add 3 years only. That is 25 here and then 14 here. They are present ages. If Lavanya is 6 years elder to Mona, then Lavanya's present age is equal to 20. Now the question is, what is the respective ratio between present ages of Lavanya and then Neeru? Lavanya's present age 20, Neeru's age 25. Ratio 4/5. into 8 by 5. 8 we can write it as 2 cube only. The entire number is 2 power 4 by 5 power 4. That is 2 by 5 to the power of 4. Base value 2 by 5, final answer. Yes. Half goes to right hand side, becomes 70 only. Matladandi. Then x is equal to 70. This number comes to right hand side and becomes minus 17 5 times. 85 by 2. 42.5. Answer 27.5. 1 by 4 we can write it as 3 by 12 plus 5 by 12. 8 by 12. 8 by 12 into 390 by x is equal to 65. Then x is equal to 65 comes to denominator only. 65 double 130. 130 how many times is 390? 3 times. Double and triple, right? How many times is that? 6 times. 6 how many times? 2. 8 by 2, 4. Minus 120 goes to right hand side. Right hand side number 240. This value goes to right hand side and becomes into 9 by 80 only. 80 how many times? 3 times into 9, which is 3 to the power of which number? 3 cube. 3 answer. Fifth option. Followed? Right. So first bracket. 4 by 9 plus 1 by 9, which is 5 by 9. Yes. 2 5 by 9 into 2 by 5 plus 2 by 5, 4 by 5. 1 4 by 5 into x is equal to something, correct? Then x is equal to, right hand side already we have 759. 2 5 by 9, simplified value 23 by 9 goes to right hand side, becomes into 9 by 23 into 1 4 by 5, 9 by 5 goes to right hand side, 5 by, gets cancel here, come on, right, answer must end with 5 only. Yes, right, answer must end with 5. These options already cancelled. Agreed? I don't want to do simplification. 759, do you see any 3 multiple over there? Fine, at least 11 multiple. Is 759 11 multiple? Yes or no? In the denominator, do you have any 11 multiple? Answer must be 11 multiple. Which option do you see? Final answer. Otherwise, if you see 759 as a 3 multiple, is it a 3 multiple? Is it a 3 multiple? In the denominator, do you see 3 multiple? Answer must be 3 multiple. Which option do you have? Third option. You identify 3 multiple or 11 multiple, there ends the answer. Over. Off. That means all are product only. Right. So now what I'll do is directly write numbers. 5 by 8 into 2 by 9 into 12 by 13 into 1014. Agreed? 5 into 10. 5 into 2, that is 10. Agreed? Yes, we can do that. Answer must end with 0. Ledu. ఈ రెండు పోతాయి. 8 2 into 3 6, either 3 or 8. Answer must end with either 30 or 80. అర్థం కాల? ఎంతమందికి అర్థమైంది? రైజ్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్. కొంచెం మిగిలిన వాళ్ళకి అర్థం కాల, కొంతమందికి అర్థమైంది. తేడా ఎక్కడొచ్చింది? ఐక్యూ లెవెల్, ఇంట్రెస్ట్. ఐక్యూ బాగుంది అని అంటే అర్థమైపోతుంది ఆ స్టెప్. సో ఫస్ట్ వాట్ ఐ వెరిఫైడ్ వాస్, will I get 0 or not? That's what I verified. In the numerator I have 5 multiple. In denominator, do you see anywhere 5 multiples? Answer must be 5 multiple. Yes. Go to right hand side options. 2 options eliminated. They are not 5 multiples. Agreed? Come on. Every option has 0. Every other option has 0. 2 into 5, 0. That is separated. Now, numerator ends with 8. Denominator 8 into 9 ends with 2 into 3 ends with, that means denominator ends with 6 into which number ends with 8? Either 3 or 8. Already 1 0 is separated. That means answer should have either 30 or 80. And there is only one option, first option, final. Yes. 2 power something. When you look at every other base value, which is a 2 power number only, 16 or 8 or 32, whatever it is, every base value can be converted to 2 power something. 16 can be written as 2 power 4 to the power of 3, that is 2 power 12 into 4 can be written as 2 square to the power of 5 by 2. 2 gets cancelled, 2 power 5 divided by 8 can be written as 2 cube to the power of 3 by 2, that is 2 power 9 by 2, we can write it as 4.5 into 32 can be written as 2 power 5 to the power of 5 by 2, which is 25 by 2, which is 12.5. Yes, right hand side number 16 3 by 2 comes to left hand side, which comes in denominator only. 16 can be written as 2 power 4, power 3 by 2, 4 into 3 by 2, 2 power 6, correct. 2 power 6 taken out here, leftover number 2 power 6. 4.5, 2 power 4.5 taken from the last number. If you subtract 4.5 in the exponent, leftover number 2 power 8. Now add all base values, 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 8, 19. 2 power 19, 19 final answer, second option. Over. If it goes to the other side, 6 by 17 into 3 by 2 becomes 2 by 3. 1, 5 by 17, 22 by 17, 17 by 22, 1, 2 by 11, 13 by 11 becomes 11 by 13. 11 into 2, 22 can be easily cancelled. So I am doing that. Yes. 17 can be cancelled. 3 how many times? 2 times. Now I don't want to go with any more cancellations. Numerator ends with 2. Denominator ends with 3 into which number ends with 2? Answer must end with, how many options are there? Come on. Already 3 eliminated. Observe those 2 options. Second option is 3 multiple. Fourth option is not a multiple of 3. I can find the difference there. One is 3 multiple, the other is not a multiple of 3. So let us judge our answer. Has it to be a 3 multiple or not? In our original number, what is our numerator? 806. Is it a 3 multiple? Any other number do you have in the numerator? 2 you have. Is that a 3 multiple? So if you don't have 3 multiples in our numerators, can our answer be a 3 multiple? Can it be second option? First, fourth option, final answer. Yes. Otherwise, what you can do is 806 2 times, 800 2 times, 1600, 6 2 times, 12. This is our number, correct? And you know that answer is either second or fourth, correct? You know that answer ends with 4. Observe the first number, 16 by 13. 13 how many times gets cancelled in 16? Come on. You are done with your answer. Your answer starts with 1 but ends with 4. There is only 1. Yes. See, whenever you are left with only 2 options, you need to differentiate those two. First differentiation what I have done was, one is a 3 multiple, the other is a not 3 multiple. The second differentiation, your second option starts with 2, but fourth option starts with 1. You identify first digit, you are done with the answer. Ardhamaindi kada? Right. So plus x, keep that value in left hand side itself. Entire number goes to right hand side, becomes plus or minus? Minus. 17 square minus 10,530 by 26 into 9 by 45. First, I don't want 5 multiple in the negative number. I want to cancel, I want to identify the answer by using last digit verification. If you have 5 multiples, you cannot identify the last digit. If numerator ends with 5 and denominator ends with 5, number ends with? If your numerator ends with 5, denominator ends with 5, your answer ends with? You cannot say 1, it is odd number. It is odd number. It may end with 3 also, 5 also, 7 also, 9 also. Got it? With any number it ends with any odd number, 5 multiple ends with 5 only. If your numerator ends with 0 and denominator ends with 5, answer? Even number you can decide. You cannot say whether it is 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. No, you cannot decide. Ardhamaindi kada? So, this is the problem with 5 multiples. You cannot identify last digit. So, I don't want that fellow. Which fellow? 5 multiple. Let's eliminate. 5 how many times? 9 gets cancelled here. Right. Cancellation with 5. 2, 1, 0. Right. Now, 289 is our number. Minus 6 into which number ends with 6? Either 1 or 6. That means we have two different possibilities here. 9 minus 1, answer ends with 8. 9 minus 6, answer ends with? So our answer should end with either 8 or 3. Only one possibility. How many options are there? 208 final. Followed? Come on, Pillalu. 128% of 220, 256% of 110. Both numbers we need to calculate and then sum, correct? In the first number, do you see 11 multiple? In the second number also, do you see 11 multiple? Sum must be 11 multiple. Can it be first? No. Can it be second? Yes. Can it be third? No. Can it be fourth? No. Can it be fifth? No. Close. There is only one 11 multiple available. That's my final answer. Understood? Right, data related to a number of microwaves sold by two stores X and Y during 5 years. 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. First, what do you need to write? Matladali. Table, because number representation is not there. Correct? Now, what is the gap between two major lines? 50. And how many sublines are there? 5. So, each line is 10. Tell me numbers. First one, 340. Next, 190. Next, 260. 280. 160. 360. 380. 100. 240. And now it is 300. Right, now let's start. What is the difference between total number of microwaves sold by store X in 2016 and 2018? Be careful, sometimes in place of and, they'll write 2. 2016 to 2018, that means 16, 17, 18. 3 years data you need to consider. Okay, na? Examination hall lo, in that speed, if you skip this word, in place of, and if there is 2, there is a possibility that you may consider it as 2016 and 2018. So the connective words are important. X in 2016 and 2018. Sum of both the numbers. How much is that? 500. Microwave sold by store Y in 2019 and then 20. How much is the sum? 400. Difference? 100. Number of microwaves sold by store Y increased by what percentage from 2017 to 2018? 280 becomes 360. Increased by 80. 80 increase from? So that is 80 upon 280 into 100. 0, 0 cancel, 4. 2 times 4, 7 times. 2 by 7. That means 2 into 1 by 7 only. 1 by 7 in the sense you know that it is 14, 2 by 7. So answer 28, 4 by 7. Yes. If the respective ratio between total number of microwaves sold by stores X and Y together in 2017 and that in 2022 is 9:12, what is the total number of microwaves sold by X and Y in 2022? 2017 both together. 2017 both together, which is 540 only. 540 is equal to how many parts? 9 parts. And we were asked to calculate. Yes. The total number of microwaves sold by stores X and Y together increased in 2021 is 80% of that in 2019. What is the total number of microwaves sold by stores XY together in 2021? Value depends on 2019 data. 2019, let's calculate what is the sum of both the numbers. Sum of both the numbers? 480. Now, with respect to this number, we need to calculate 80% only. Because in 2021, which is 80% of that number? Getting 80% is equal to subtracting 20%. 20% is 96 only. Subtract 100, add 4. Subtract 100, 380. Add 4, 384. 384, third option. Yes. Done everybody?